Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Memphis Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First down here for this offense. Trying to find room. It's Lacey. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick throw, the catch is made.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Second down after that previous play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets patience until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
You try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
They'll kick it away here. And they'll just down it right here. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught near the goal line. And the defense makes a saving tackle at the 2-yard line.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
2nd and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. They stop him again. Back-to-back plays go nowhere here on the goal line.
How about the job here by this defense? In the red zone, backed up deep in their own territory, not fooled at all by this shotgun, thinking that they may throw. Instead, they tried to draw, and it stopped immediately.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. It's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
And here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Back to pass. It's Montgomery. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Can he get there on the ground? And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Noles will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. He'll field it close to the 50. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And the back now goes in motion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Toppins. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his back. Quick throw, catch made. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
And the extra point was up and good.
14, Florida State, 0.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To the air, it's Montgomery. Pulls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break, but that ball's not intercepted.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. And the defense cannot believe it. The interception's going to be wiped out. Roughing the passer is the call. So a new set of downs to work with after the roughing the passer penalty on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. Running with purpose. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking right. This one caught. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught quickly. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. Big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Knowles.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Running back has it on the screen now. And they're finally able to stop him, but great execution on the screen pass fooled the defense there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, and he could not haul it in. A third down drop. Brings up fourth down. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And the senior quarterback puts a little bit too much on the throw.
Brings up second down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yards on the play. They move the 6, but hurry to the line here on first down now. It's a shotgun run call. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
That's reeled in. It's Brewer. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackled after the completion, down at the 1-yard line. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read. Puts the ball where his man can make a play on it. And they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And the point after is right down the middle. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the fair catch by the return man. First half clock with just 8 seconds remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. And it's a bunch formation. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense wraps him up. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Just time enough for one more play in the half. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to pass here on second down. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Important second down play coming up. Back to throw. It's Montgomery. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Extending the play now. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense brings him down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Across the 40. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Testing the right side here. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll feed the back again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on 3rd down. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Seminoles. They will claim the 2nd half lead. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. Quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting him in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the offense trots back onto the field here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Shotgun formation, here's an inside give. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? To throw, it's Montgomery. There's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Good enough for first down yardage. Offense operating from the pistol. Here comes a handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, and he almost had it. A chance for a momentum-changing interception. Does bring up 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Extra point makes the lead 11. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense stops him short of the 1st down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Florida State 28, Memphis 17.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for it.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Memphis getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They're going to run it. Running with purpose. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Breaking free at midfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Memphis. Here we go. It's what you hope for. Fourth quarter, 1-possession game, conference championship on the line.
You know, these conference championship games sometimes can be so unpredictable. 1 minute you're up by a couple scores, then all of a sudden you have a stalled possession or a turnover, and the pendulum shifts in favor of the opposing team. It's feeling like that might be happening late in this game.
The obvious move here is to go for a 2-point conversion to cut this lead to 3 as time winds down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And it's incomplete on a very risky throw in the end zone. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. And they get the completion. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report and look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the 4th quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Running back grabs it on the screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to pass. It's Montgomery. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Lets it go. Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete, trying to extend the play, but nobody open. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And he knocks it right through the uprights.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. On the ground, it's Lacey. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Memphis getting set for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Oh, that's not good. They didn't move the football an inch. And more importantly, look at the precious time that's ticking off this clock. They better pick up the pace if they're going to win this game.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The offense will spend a timeout here, 25 seconds on the clock. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Back in motion now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Lets it go quickly. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that is going to wrap it up. We can